Hello everyone! My name is Hunter555, you can all call me Hunter. Apologies for the slight delay in getting started there. I left it a bit late to actually get myself set up, and then I went live and Pretzel Rocks decided that was the perfect moment to not cooperate. So the first couple of minutes, there was no music. Pretzel's really determined to make me reconsider whether or not I should keep using it as my primary music app. Anyway, that's enough of me grumbling about Pretzel. I could do that until the cows come home. Yes, hello everyone. I hope we're all having a lovely Monday. As lovely Monday as can be had if it's not a public holiday. It is in the UK, but I'm aware it's not elsewhere. Hello Minipax. Hello Storm. Apparently I was about to get eaten by phantoms. I went live and then immediately walked away from my computer. I should be safe. I'm in a glass box. So I should have been safe. Hello, Screwy! Shouting at me as always. It's a miracle I haven't gone deaf from you yet. But yes, I hope everyone is doing well. Today we are back on Infinity Cove. We are back working on the map. You should be able to see that I already have my glamorous assistant down here, hard at work. I haven't asked them to get started yet. They've just immediately jumped in to get started. I suspect that they've already got the new map overlaid. I do not. They're also already sitting in the chat waiting for me to start talking to them. So I should probably go and do that. Hello! Hello?
Hello.
Hello. You mentioned you might be late, so I wasn't expecting
Well,
you to
I
be
was
here.
eating dinner. Yeah. By the time you got started, I was already here. So.
Oh, okay. Storm is going to set off the knock alert to clear out that first sound alert bug. Yes, if you could, that would be fantastic.
Silly bug.
I didn't hear a thing. It's come up on the stream overlay. It's come up in chat. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, well, that's the bug, isn't it?
Yeah, well,
The bug
yeah,
is the first one doesn't play.
normally I found that it plays, but it cuts off, so it doesn't play properly. Okay, and it definitely wasn't heard by stream. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Right, so
Gremlins.
I'm in free cam, just kind of observing you. That's what this stream's going to be. It's going to just be me watching you work.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm guessing you've
I'll
got the.
probably wander off at some point then.
I'm guessing
Oh,
you've got the new schematic
yeah,
already running.
yeah.
I haven't.
I do.
I was in a rush to get started, so I haven't actually set that up yet.
Yeah, I turned up, got the schematic set up, broke about 3 bits of carpet, and then we had a thunderstorm and phantoms and
Oh, lovely.
all sorts of fun and games that I had to go and deal with.
Yes, I have cobwebs and a crossbow in my inventory. It played that time. Storm's just done knock knock again just to make sure it definitely works. Okay, so at least now we know the sound alerts are definitely working. Right, I should get out of free cam, break myself out of the snow golem pen, and get this schematic set up so I can actually help you. Right, I haven't loaded it. Load schematic. Loaded schematics.
I tell you what, last week when we were doing this, I didn't have my brain screwed on properly when I joined you, and I said to Mythical that I didn't have any files or anything to do it, and Mythical sent me the files, and as soon as I received the files, I was like, "These are the files that I sent to Hunter like 2 days ago."
Yeah. I'm impressed that you forgot that you sent me the files. That
Now we
is
can't all have our brains screwed on, right? Apparently.
yeah. Right, that's what's the Z? 3775. 775. Locked. Oh, that's a lot of red.
Yup.
Okay. Why is this all reading? What colour is this meant to be? Light blue.
Your stream has paused for me. That always happens with your stream for some reason.
Okay, that suggests it's a problem at my end, not yours.
No, not necessarily. It could be my end not liking something about your stream. It occasionally happens with other people, but it happened
Okay.
last week with yours as well. I was just aware that it happened when I was with you last time.
Apparently, your computer just doesn't like my streams, which is very rude of
Well,
it.
specifically when I'm talking to you.
Specifically when... Okay. That's very unusual. I've just also realised that I'm talking to someone, so I should probably turn on my friends timer.
Oh, yeah.
The one that tells people that I might
Nightbot.
not be as attentive in chat, yeah.
I just almost
Storm's in
ran
the
it over.
office, probably have to hop off. No worries, Storm. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for being helpful with the thingamabob, the sound redemptions. Appreciate it. Need to start doing that at the start of my streams. And hello, Aldebar with the work lurk, and Dan, who I believe is online, yes. How are your heads? Your heads are safe. I haven't taken that screenshot that you asked me to take. I'm sorry. I will take it. Eventually. When I remember to.
I think the head thing on this server is about the closest you get to a hazing ritual.
You see, I want to argue with that point, but you're absolutely right.
Like, are you really an Infinity Cove member until someone's turned up and demanded your head?
Oh, dear. What does that say about us?
We like to decorate with heads. Is probably the nicest way I can think of putting it.
Yeah. The nicest way. That doesn't necessarily make it the most accurate way. Is that? Yes, that should be black. You know, I think this might actually be a better method of doing it than
The water method works well when there's massive swathes, but it's not good when there's finicky bits like this.
Yeah, there's so many. There's sections of it where loads need to come out, but there's sections where it's just like small bits. So I think this is just easier.
Oh, whether I should make that all black or not. Got some of those bits that are like random grey colours and things. Grey and cyan.
Yeah, I've found a couple of them. I'm currently just leaving them blank, and I'll make a decision.
Yeah,
Cyan, it won't be cyan, but the grey might work in places. So.
Well, last week once you made the map, I was able to see what they should have been for the line weights. But
Yeah.
I don't think we've got a map yet.
No, not yet. This is all supposed to be light blue.
Did you set up your cobwebs? Because you're likely to generate phantoms in moments.
Yes, I absolutely set up my cobwebs straight away.
I thought you had. That's why I mentioned it.
Doesn't matter. Dan slept.
Oh.
Dan,
Oh.
unless you are in such a dangerous scenario that you can't, you have to sleep, please don't sleep the night away. I'm gonna try and see if I can get 2 birds, 1 arrow. This stream. So I'm carrying cobwebs and stuff around with me whilst I work. Right, where was I?
I feel a little bit like I cheated yesterday getting that.
What makes you? How do you think you cheated?
I felt like I didn't do any of the work and suddenly got the reward.
I mean,
I just happened to be standing there with a crossbow, but
that's how most of us get these achievements. Someone else does all the work. Consider how much work certain people put into how did we get here, and then how many people have that advancement now, achievement advancement. I don't know why they're called advancements in Java Edition. I think that
Yeah.
they're slightly different to Bedrock, so they use a different name.
Well, I think it's to just make them obviously different because they get you're locked out of getting them in certain situations in Bedrock, aren't you? If you
Yeah.
enable which what I think is ridiculously called cheats.
Yeah, I mean, some
Because
of them I do understand being like game mode swapping. I do understand why that's considered a cheat, but even stuff like keep inventory, I don't think it's a cheat. It's just a different way of playing the game.
yeah, but like the way that I tend to see Minecraft, or maybe this is just because of the way I see Minecraft, but like there is no right or wrong way to play Minecraft. If you've got a server that's got rules that you play to on, then that's fair enough. But if your way of playing involves the odd command block work because you don't have time to put 1,000 block floor in of stone or something, you shouldn't be completely locked out of sort of ever going advancement hunting just because
Yeah, no, I do have to agree with that sentiment. That is,
like if it's your own, especially like on your own single player world, who are you cheating?
well,
It's
yeah,
not like you're
exactly.
it's not
You
like you're getting rewards. It's not
you
like
you're
there's a
setting your
leaderboard.
own um, rules. So it's only if you break your own rules that, for example, one thing that I discovered was causing me to lose motivation with um, single player worlds was when I died. Um, I would switch to creative mode to go and find my stuff because I knew I wouldn't be able to find it before the 5 minutes were up. But then after I'd done that, I'm just like, well, it's so easy to just hop into creative mode to do stuff. So what's stopping me from just hopping into creative mode? And then that just killed all my passion for it. So rather than keep
Yeah,
doing
you've
that, I just enabled keep inventory right at the start. All of a sudden, I could stick with my worlds
you've got to
because
be careful if you there is a trap there with creative mode. As someone who used to be a creative mode player, um, like if you're trying to play survival, the if you get too used to creative mode, you'll like in that world, for some reason it doesn't seem to carry across worlds. Like I never go into the creative world and come back here and have that issue. But if I if I was in like a single player and I was using creative world for one thing,
oh,
I
it's
find it
bad.
hard not to then jump and try to use it again for another job.
Yeah. Right, I am missing chat. So Storm's fixed it so J Price can surprise me with a Leviathan. Screw says the fire arrows are also part of the hazing ritual. Is Pokemon community game working? It is. The alert comes through about a minute after Storm asks if it's working. Um, Apparently you cheated because you were the only one to get it. I thought someone else got it. The advancement. Did someone else get it, or was it just you?
Do you just turn that on through the Twitch panel?
The Pokemon Go, Pokemon game thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it just an
yeah,
extension in Twitch?
it's an extension of Twitch. I think I had to go to a specific Twitch channel and enable it in that Twitch channel's chat, but I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how I did it. Why are you looking at setting it up?
Well, I thought I might as well throw it onto my channel as well
Oh yeah, because
if it's on
Elkhorn
everyone
has it now.
else's.
Elkhorn's
Yeah.
got it now, so
Uh,
um,
I'm planning on streaming again, sort of before too long. So.
okay. I look forward to it, provided it's a normal person time for me.
Well, I don't know. One of the main things that's stopping me from streaming at the moment is trying to figure out when I should stream, because I never found a time that felt comfy.
Yeah, no, I get that. I still feel a bit iffy about some of my times. I'm never really sure if my times are actually working or if I'm just streaming at them because on the one hand, I enjoy having the Subnautica streams be the late night streams because let's face it, I'm a lot more liberal with the swearing.
Yeah.
but they're very late, even for me on a Saturday. So I always feel like kind of like, do I want to switch them to earlier just so I'm a bit more awake and I feel a bit more engaged with everyone? Does that
Yeah.
make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I one of my main problems, and yes, it does screw. I think I answered your question before I even saw you ask the question, but yeah, one of my issues is I don't really have a solid schedule. Like you know that you're going to be at work at certain times, and
Yeah.
you eat at a regular schedule, and to a lesser extent, sleep at a regular schedule. Well, I don't really have that, so
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean,
it's
when
kind
I
of kind
was
of hard for me to say I'm going to stream at this time every week when I don't know what I'm going to be doing from weekend to weekend.
when I was chefing still, I only streamed on Mondays, so and I just rotated through the things I was doing um week to week. So it
Yeah,
could just be that
I'll
you just
probably start. I'll probably start with sort of one stream, and then if I fancy streaming somebody, I'll just throw a random one up or something.
yeah. Well, that's not a bad idea. Right, hello, Addy. Welcome on in. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. Bedrock, the
Alrighty.
enchantments are not just for one. The advancements are not just for one world like Java. Yeah, that's probably right.
Okay, change it.
Mythical already had it. Lewis was trying to get it, and then Screwy's question that you've already answered.
I keep missing seeing Addy in chat because Addy's name is the same color as the Pokemon game, and apparently I've started to ignore the red.
Oh, poor Addy. Can't believe you'd ignore
Oh,
Addy just like that.
I apologize, Addy. I did it the other day. I didn't realize you were in chat, and then I suddenly noticed you were talking.
What? Wait, me or Addy?
Addy,
Okay.
on your last stream.
Oh, my last. Okay, that makes more sense. That's grey, black. It's really hard to tell the difference between the grey and the black in the schematic.
Yeah, this word's really weird. It must be the same letter, just over a little bit.
Um, it's central. It's the word central.
Yeah, but the middle map must have had the same letter, just like literally over by one block.
Um, yeah, it would have done. Oh god, that's weird. I've just looked at the unlocked map.
Oh, I picked it up before to see what I needed to do on the um thingies on the greys.
Addy!
Yeah, that doesn't help.
Mythical's just made a very good point.
Oh no, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Oh dear. Okay, I think I might have found a solution. Uh,
What's that? Just don't look at it.
please work, please work. Yes, that works! If you just don't look at it, it doesn't reload it.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just
That
didn't
was
put it in my hand, and it it worked. So that's the strategy. Whew! That was a slight. Oh, I've put myself in a cobweb.
it's about to be night again.
Have you slept recently?
Yeah, I slept before to save myself from the dolphins.
Okay. The dolphins?
Um, the the flap flaps, the
About to say,
phantoms.
don't think dolphins are much of a threat.
Got dolphins on the brain.
Yes, Storm, I have locked it before it updated. Hello, Tree Purple, welcome in. Yes, Mythical, very lucky. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Statistics.
I would have had to have used the walk away emote if you hadn't managed to figure out that
Time since last rest, 1.79 hours. When do they start spawning?
one.
Okay.
Hang on, 1.79 hours.
Yeah, that's what it says. Why?
I can't remember. Thought
Oh,
it was
no,
a
they've
day,
spawned.
but I don't know.
They've spawned.
Okay, okay. Yeah, and they're yours as well. They're definitely above your head. Yeah, so it must be 1 hour. Okay.
Ah, that didn't work.
Yep.
Pax, do you have arrows?
I have a single arrow.
Okay.
You damage them both together.
Damn!
Oh,
I'm also out of
Dawn of
arrows.
Blast.
Yeah. I'll have to kill that one. I'm also out of arrows.
Well, I can't help you here, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I don't keep them in. I don't keep any in my hands just for. Actually, I may have thrown some in a random box.
I've got one spectral arrow.
Where's the end chest in here?
Right.
Oh, there it is.
Right here.
Oh, there we go. Here you go. Some in there.
Ah,
Black
excellent. Thank you very much. I saw you holding a sword right behind me, and I'm apparently still, my mindset's still on yesterday. So what's the next spawn point? Is it
Midnight.
midnight? Okay. I'll keep working until then.
Just after full dark, and then midnight, and then about 4 a.m.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might have hit one of the phantoms and not hit the other. Oh.
Oh, there's more.
Oh crap. Oh, whoever did that, you are not nice. Mythical Star. That was cruel.
What?
Well, what do you think?
Creeper. I can't hear it. Hey!
Got it! Woo woo!
You can sleep now, Dan.
Yeah, Dan, you can sleep now if you need to. Actually, I'm going to see if I can because that will prevent the phantoms from spawning. Oh, I'm actually really chuffed about that. And then Dan immediately got post-mortal. Are you alright, Dan, if you're getting post-mortal?
That's the one with the gold statue thing, isn't it? The what the frick is it called?
Totem of Undying.
Yeah.
How did they forget what a totem is?
I woke up this morning feeling like I'd taken a lot of sleeping tablets before I went to bed, and I didn't. And I've never quite recovered today. I've been doing dopey things all day.
That's fair. That's fair enough. Storm, yes, I'm absolutely chuffed to bits.
Is Storm taking the mickey though?
I think she is a little.
That's a perfectly normal thing to say in the UK.
Yes, it is, but let's face it. Who in the Minecraft community is the most well known for saying chuffed? Because let's face it, it's not you and me.
Who is it? I don't know.
For a very brief moment, I thought you were being serious.
I am being serious. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
I can't tell if this is a really convoluted joke.
It's not. I've just told you. I'm not having a good day brainily.
Mumbo!
Brainily isn't a word, I'm aware. Oh, does okay. Yeah,
Mumbo's quite well known for saying chuffed to bits about his
okay.
various projects. So
Maybe because I'm just used to people using that term,
yeah,
just like generally, I've
probably,
not quite
probably.
clued into it.
Yeah, you don't.
Like mumbo, if you ask me like a mumbo catchphrase, it would be spoon. Mind you, I'd use spoon as well. But, oop. Yeah, no. If in doubt, I'm probably just being very dopey today. Like,
Okay, I will keep that in
if you're
mind.
wondering.
I will keep that in mind. In fairness, I ended up having a nap today. I wasn't even planning on it. I kind of sat on my bed. I laid back, which was always a dangerous maneuver. Um, I shut my eyes and opened them again, and it was an hour had passed.
Yeah, 40 winks.
Yeah, I was quite lucky it was only an hour. Oh, what? Rain. We've already
Rain,
had
rain,
you
go
this
away.
stream,
Come again
apparently.
another day. We had a full-on circus.
Circus?
Circus. Thunderstorm before.
Yeah. Ooh, Staraptor. What do you mean, no suitable hot
Not
bar slot found?
sure. I know what that is.
Um,
What's Staraptor? It sounds like a star-shaped dinosaur.
it is the final evolution of the regional bird from the Gen 4 games, which is why you don't know it.
It's in the no man's land of my Pokemon. Oh.
Yeah.
Why have I got cobwebs? Did you drop cobwebs?
I must have done. I thought I'd pick them all up.
I've got 6 cobwebs.
Hold on, I'm holding 29. I started with 29.
Well, I picked them up somewhere.
Are you sure you weren't already
Put them in
holding them?
this. Yeah, I emptied my inventory before I came over. I'll put them in this random shulker box over here.
That's right, just
Easter
clog
bird.
up the various shulkers even more.
Okay, I will. Thank you for the permission.
I don't think you, of all people, need my permission.
What, to randomly clog up a load of shulker boxes?
Yeah.
It's pretty much a vocation of mine, to be fair.
Oh, I figured out. So for those that weren't present in Elkhorn's stream yesterday, I think everyone in chat was, but I mentioned, granted it might have been whilst Elkhorn was off mic, that I was having issues with my screen. It just occasionally it would just randomly start flickering. I found out what the problem was. When I'd knocked my speaker down the back of my desk, it had slightly dislodged the HDMI cable. So it was just a case
You're
of
using HDMI? Okay.
no.
Yeah.
I've said HDMI because that's what my brain associates the cables
DisplayPort,
with. Yeah.
probably.
No, it says HDMI on it.
You can use HDMI, it's just not the best with computers.
It came with the monitor. But when I was just going through my settings, just making sure that I definitely sorted the issue, I discovered that my computer thought that there were 3 screens. I was trying to figure out where it had got this idea there was a 3rd screen from. Because I very much only have 2. I would love to have a 3rd screen. I don't actually have space for a 3rd screen. I'd love to have one, but I don't. So why does my computer think there are 3? Like, maybe the visual glitches had confused it, and it had accidentally taken the fact that I had 2 monitors, and then accidentally not recognised one of the monitors, so had recreated it. If that makes sense. Because they were listed as being duplicated, so I wondered if it had detected that there was a 3rd monitor, but then realised that it was wrong, had no way of understanding that it had done that, so just duplicated them together. No, I had two different. I had this HDMI cable and another cable running from one of my monitors into my graphics card. So my graphics card
Oh,
thought that there were two
your
monitors.
graphics card. Wow, your monitor must have some weird settings on it for that to work. But yeah, it could work. It would just take your monitor reporting that an input was active when it isn't.
Yeah, so I unplugged the cable from the graphics card whilst the computer was still switched on, which probably wasn't my smartest move because I had no idea if it was going to
No,
break
no,
it.
that's fine.
Um, and all of a sudden, everything was absolutely fine.
No,
So
no, display cables. To be honest, there aren't that many cables you have to worry about unplugging these days. Like it's all the internal ones. Any
yeah,
external cables you can pretty much just plug.
yeah. Well, my work doesn't involve a lot of hardware at the moment. The only hardware work I have done involved replacing a CPU on a server, and I nearly screwed that up royally. I may have applied a bit too much force, and there was a worrying snapping sound.
Well, you talked it down too much. Like you screwed it down too much.
Um, no, I wasn't trying to screw it in. It was a the latch, the latches that a lot of computers have now. I hadn't aligned the CPU quite right, so when I
Oh,
tried to pull
oh
the
yeah.
latch down, it made a worrying snapping sound. So we panicked and immediately got it out and discovered that no, I hadn't done any lasting damage to it.
Yeah, that's good because a server CPU can be
Yeah,
rather expensive.
yes. Well, that one I can't remember. My boss was not mad at me because he appreciated that it was my first time replacing a CPU, and B, he had kind of sprung it on me. Um,
I don't think I would give someone a server CPU as their first ever CPU. That's a little bit mean, but I suppose if it's the
yeah.
only thing you've got there to...
Well, that's the thing. It was not actually supposed to be me doing it. It was supposed to be the other apprentice. It's just to save money because because it's a part of the other apprentice's course. We're just treating it as it's probably going to be a part of mine later on. So just do it now. Save us some money because we can't guarantee when we'd next need to do that. It was only by sheer um, it was not good luck because it was actually a server that we shouldn't. We'd broken the server. We'd had a really stressful day because the server had just because we're trying to be doing general maintenance on the server and we just completely broke it. So we'd had to pull the entire thing into our office from the data center to actually fix it. Um, my boss had lost it quite badly with the the two employees who were actually at the data
Was
center
it
working on it.
was it a blade server or is it a big chunky boy?
Uh,
Was it more like the size of a normal desktop computer or was it like dead thin and slim?
it was long and thin.
Yeah, it's a blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're usually not too bad to replace. You probably haven't got any of the really difficult CPUs in those.
Yeah, I think it was just the fact
Like,
that, like, because it's for a company that pays us for it. It's not like it's. I think if it had been our own one, that he'd probably have been less bothered.
yeah, well, you don't
Because
want to mess with someone's hardware if you if
yeah.
you can avoid it.
So, but yeah, so it just happened at a convenient time for the other apprentice, so they decided to take advantage of that. Um, Addy missed out on the Pokemon. Addy had a similar problem with his TV, with Switch and Chrome. Has no idea what actually caused the issue. It just stopped randomly.
Switch is in the console.
Yeah, sorry, I should have said Nintendo Switch. And then Elkhorn has entered month 4 of the 6-month gift sub from Cosmic. Apparently, that is month 13 overall. Lucky 13, which means that you've been subscribed for the equivalent of a full year. Um, because of the way Twitch counts subscriptions. You're on your first. It says you're a 1 month subscriber when you first subscribe. So
Have I got this map slightly off center?
I don't know. Have you?
I think I have, because the purple comes right up to the edge on my one.
Yeah, it should be one block that way. There should be a one block.
Yeah, which means all those letters I do are going to be slightly in the wrong place. Yay.
Yeah, they are. They're all one block off.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't
It's all your
realise!
fault.
Don't you go blaming me, it's your schematic.
Blub, 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 blub.
You're perfectly fine. You could type a teleport command before you drowned.
Do a lot more than that. I've got Aqua Affinity. And hang on, is that Aqua Affinity the one
It's
that makes
respiration that gives you more air.
Respiration, that's
Aqua affinity, I think, removes the slow mining.
Yeah, there's three of them. There's Aqua Affinity, Respiration, and
Depth Strider. Yeah, I always forget how useful Depth Strider is until I don't have it.
Yeah, going in the water in the early days of Minecraft's a pain in the derriere.
Well, that's one way of phrasing it.
If you can't decide if what you were going to say was a swear word, say it in French.
Is that how it? Is that right? Is that how it works? I can have a family-friendly stream provided I swear in French and French alone.
If it's an English speaking stream, then I don't see why not.
This is true, though there is a high risk of Canadian presence.
Yeah, it's not your fault they speak French.
Okay, good point, good point. Ow. I can fly real good.
To be fair, as someone who dated a Frenchman and spent a lot of time in France around his family, I can tell you that most of the people I've met who speak French swear a lot more than most English people I've come across.
Really?
Like, yeah.
That surprises me.
Even the kids, like every third word was some sort of swear word. It was
Okay, what surprises me about that? Define kids.
not like 6-year-olds, but like the sort of 10, 12-year-olds.
Okay, what surprises me about
but, like,
that is
around
the
their
fact.
parents.
Oh, around their parents. Okay, never mind. Because I'm about to say, how many kids are you around, Pax? Because 10 to 12-year-olds will swear a lot, mainly because that's when they learn to swear.
If they're not around adults, they will, yeah.
Oh, I remember the first time I swore within earshot of my mum. Funnily enough, it was after a creeper encounter. I was playing single player world. I built a house next to a hill. I'd not put a roof on the house yet because that's how I played Minecraft at the time. I generally built walls without a roof. Forgot that I was next to a hill, so a creeper was able to jump in, and I wasn't paying attention, so I just heard the hissing noise, and I just turn around like, oh, swear, because family-friendly stream, and I just hear my mum shout my full name from the other room. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot that she could hear me. There wasn't anything more than a, don't you say that, don't let me hear you say that again. Like, she's not an idiot, she knows I'm going to swear, so not going to bother trying to ban me from swearing, but she doesn't want to hear it, at least not yet. Nowadays, doesn't bat an eye at my swearing, unless it's directed at her, but I have enough survival instincts to not direct my swearing at her.
Yeah, that's not a great idea if you want to survive.
My father, on the other hand, is fair game. But,
yeah, walking around the nether without soul speed is painful.
Is it? I haven't done it for so long. It shouldn't be
Well, I
too
have to walk
painful
through
on
the
this
nether
server
a
because we
couple of
swapped it
days
all out
ago
for
when
soul
Alcor
soil.
killed me.
Well, this is why you
Yeah,
reset your
but
spawn. Sorry.
you met me.
Yes, I have. That's why I'm reminding you to reset your spawn.
Oh, I've already slept over here.
Good. You never know when I might feel the bloodlust rising.
Like 50% of my personality is confused ineptitude. You can't expect me to do things like set my spawn.
Confused ineptitude. You've just undone a load of my work!
Awesome. I didn't know. I thought you were bucketing.
How did that miss? There we go. Get out of the water, you coward.
I'm eating. I was on half a heart.
That sounds like a you problem. Right, you know what? If you're going to undo all my hard work, you can fix it. I'm going to go and fix your letters.
What were you doing?
I was putting the blue in. Manually.
What, in the middle of all the red?
Yes.
You need to bucket the red away first.
You told me
It'll
you
take
weren't
forever if you
bucketing.
have to. I didn't. I said I didn't bucket the letters. I said bucket around the edges where there's tons of it and bucket the letters.
I'm going to choose to claim that I selectively heard you.
Yeah. I think that might have been what happened.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, it's apparently it's regional bird day because people have just caught J Price Elkhorn and Addy just caught swallow.
I know that.
I hope you know that one. You should hate Australia. Then we swear a lot, and I do it a lot without even knowing it. Yeah, don't you use swear words as punctuation in Australia?
Yeah, that's the same as being around the French family I was talking about. They don't go, oh my gosh. They will say swear word instead of that. Like everything they said was a swear word, and I was just like, what on earth is? Oh, I see why I can't tell the difference between what you've put down and what you haven't. It's all the same to me.
What?
I can't tell what the difference between the blue carpet and the blue
Oh, the blue, the schematic.
schematic. That's why I didn't know you'd put
Oh,
anything down. I can see that I'm moving on and off carpet because my field of view is going over
yeah.
pixels,
I've
but I
I've
can't
just
see any physical difference.
yeah I've just moved back, and you can only vaguely see that there's a schematic there.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know you'd been putting blue down.
You have been mostly forgiven. J Price has told me to not kill the help. I think she means you.
The hell?
That's what. Hey, don't blame me. It was J Price who said it.
Go off, people, you know.
So I hear, mostly from Cosmic. Mostly directed at me. It's not to say I don't deserve it, because I definitely do.
Yeah, I can just see the difference between the schematic and the carpet if I back off and crouch. That's really weird. It helps the sun's going down. I can now see the difference.
Oh, okay. So what I'm hearing is leave it dark.
No, I'm away from the blue now.
You're away from the
I'm trying
balloon.
to get this blue.
You're
Wanna be
away
like
from
you,
the bear in the
monkey.
jungle book.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose that's not technically wrong. I was not trying to kill you. How did I try and kill you whilst we were doing that jigsaw?
Oh.
Sorry, that's directed at Addy. Addy's accusing me of trying to kill them. How swear words work here? We might be swearing, but it's a good thing. Like a real bad C word is a hello here.
Yeah, Americans are horrified by some of the swear words that Brits will use casually. The C word being one of them.
Yeah.
Like you can say hello using it in a way that if you said it to an American, they would faint.
Well, I fairly frequently on my family friendly streams say damn, which I believe, I'm not certain, but I believe might not be as polite in. I don't view it as a curse. I know some people do, but
No,
I
neither do I.
don't, which is why I willingly use it on my family friendly streams. But I have a funny feeling that it's viewed a bit worse in the US.
I well, in fact, I accidentally used it in a message to Elcon the other day. I tried to avoid using it because I'm aware some people don't like it, but it's not something that feels like a swear word to me. It's like one that my granddad used to get really annoyed about when I was a kid was the term bloody.
Yeah, that one.
Uh, like for me, that's not a swear word. Like,
No, that's not a swear word for me anymore, but it was when I was growing up, and it was the first time I heard an adult, air quotes, swear, as my mum's driving to the shops with me and my sister in the car, and get realizes that she's forgotten the shopping list, and just goes, bloody hell, I've forgotten the shopping list, and I'm
you
sat
were
in the
like,
passenger seat next to her. I'm sat in the passenger seat next to her, so I just kind of go, fiddlesticks, mother. And I actually said mother. And I don't know if she found, and I remember her laughing, but I don't know if she found the fact that I said mother funnier or the fact that I told her off for swearing.
the only time I ever use mother is when I'm telling mum off in a similar way. If it's like telling mum off in a you should know better
Yeah,
sort of way
I
is
was
the only time I'll
8.
use mother.
So if I was even 8, I'm not even sure if I was that old. I might have been younger. So, but yeah, I will say mother. I will say it in regards to either you really should know better, or it's that whole you know how I really love you. What do you want? Kind of situation.
Yeah.
Um, whereas my dad will
Love
occasionally get
you, mummy.
father, but
What you want?
yeah, my dad will occasionally get father or like father dearest, but more often than not, he just gets his full name. He just gets full first name, which throws a lot of people off because it's not the name he's known by. He mostly goes by his middle name. So people will hear it and just be like, "Who are you talking about? Do you have a secret brother or something?" No, I'm just addressing my dad by his first name. It gets his attention far more efficiently.
Yeah. Well, if you use the shortened version of my first name, you'll know you used it.
I'm guessing that you don't appreciate it.
No, it's one of the reasons I don't like my name because I don't like
My
the
boss
fact
called
that
me by my full first name, and the way my head whipped around with fear in my eyes is like, why do you look so guilty? Because you used my full name. I'm only full named when I'm in trouble.
yeah. Well, all my family use my full first name,
Oop, that's a torch.
but I don't use it like day to day because if I tell people what it is, they immediately use the short version, and I absolutely loathe it. I don't really like the long version of my name, but it's better than the short one.
So what would you like to be called? 84.
I don't mean mini packs. I mean the long version of tofu.
Yes, I know.
Uh,
You didn't even have to disclose that bit on stream if you didn't want. I know what your name
I've
is.
disclosed. I've disclosed that lots of times. And if someone literally goes to my stream page and clicks on my shop link, they will
Oh
see
yeah,
my full name in the
yeah,
shop
of
link
course.
details. It's not exactly like I need to keep it a secret.
Well, no, that's the thing. That's the thing. I'm saying my full first name as though I haven't mentioned my name on stream before.
Yeah,
Um,
I changed my middle name. I've actually changed my middle name twice. When I was a kid, so very little of my name is the original name I had. So that visceral thing that your parents would do to tell you off doesn't really work for me.
Okay. Yeah, I. What's my brain trying to say? I don't actually have words. I know I sort of understand what my brain's telling me in my head, but not really. I was trying to draft a response to you as you were talking, and also a response to the chat that I've been missing. For starters, Addy's claim that he practically did the whole jigsaw we were working on. No, he sorted the pieces. I did the jigsaw. Um,
I'd say you both did the jigsaw then, because sorting the pieces is a pretty specific part of the jigsaw.
yeah, but I don't think it constitutes doing most of the jigsaw.
No, I wouldn't say the word most, but I'd say you both did the jigsaw.
No, I can accept that. I just I refute the claim that Addy did most of it. And then Jay Price is apparently a bad American because she curses like a sailor. Whole crop of
Oh,
curses
I
that
don't
are
know.
iffy depending on the person. Screwy grew up sailing, so my vocabulary has its own saying.
I don't think swearing makes you a bad American.
It breaks the
It's one of those things where
stereotype.
the Americans I know who don't swear find the casual way we'll use some of what they see as the worst curse words to be pretty horrific. If you're used to swearing, it's fine.
Yeah. And Screwy doesn't surprise me as someone who swears a lot. No, I hope that's not offensive to say, Screwy, but you strike me as the sort of person who would fit right at home in the age of the sail. Nolling is half the battle, as Elkhorn says.
Yeah.
Mythical's currently in the process of getting her name changed. Well, I hope that's not too painful for you. I don't know what it's like in Australia. To be perfectly honest, I don't know how difficult it is in the UK, and I know several people who have done so.
Name change here isn't too difficult. It's
Full on.
getting other things changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Other
know that bit's
details changed.
difficult. I
It's
just
hard
wasn't
here.
sure about the name. Ad starts in 2.5 minutes. Okay, apparently we're already at the end of the first hour.
Yeah, in 30 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't realise that I was. How time flies when you're having fun.
Plan.
Right, given the ads are going to start soon, I prefer not to snooze them if I can avoid it. I'm going to go and put myself in a glass box with some snow golems.
Enjoy your box.
The
Me not
way
like
that
it sounds?
knocking thing plays, it only plays in one ear, so I thought it was someone knocking on my window before I remembered that I'm on the upper floor.
Knock, knock, knocking on Hunter's window for some reason.
Exactly. Right. I'm about to take a break, just a few minutes to top up my drink and get away from the screen. You folks should all do the same. Minipack should also do the same, but I don't know if they're going to.
Nah.
Whilst I'm on my break, I do run ads. It just keeps the pre-rolls disabled for anyone coming in. If you're worried about missing anything with the ads, you're not going to. I wait for the ads to finish before I start talking again, and normally the ads finish long before I'm back because I have a tendency to get sidetracked. This is the side effect of owning a dog.
Yeah.
Of course, if you don't want to deal with ads, then you can always subscribe, but I never expect it from any of you. But I do like to just make people aware that that option is available for those that want it. I'm going to stop talking and actually take my break now, so I will see you folks all in a few minutes. And I'm back. Hello, everyone. Apologies if that break was a little long. I couldn't get the dog to settle. She seemed oddly, excited. I'm not sure why. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I couldn't get my dog to settle. She was, it was weird. Like, she was acting like there was someone at the door, though there was no one there. It's possible someone knocked on the door whilst I've had my headphones on, so I just didn't hear them. But she would not settle down at all. Kept like spinning around in the kitchen. I was trying to get her to go into her bed. She'd climb in and then immediately get back out. So,
Weird.
yeah. It's not like she needed to go out into the garden or anything, because I let her out and she wouldn't even go near the door. So I don't know what's going on.
It's obviously ghosts.
Well, quite possibly. uh, yeah, I'll go down after stream and just check, see if she's alright. I was considering bringing her and her bed up to my room, so she could just be next to me. See if that calmed her down, but I also know that her being upstairs panics her, because she's not normally allowed. So she starts to panic a bit. But,
Yeah,
yeah.
our dog goes everywhere. He's not great. He's very much a people dog.
Yeah.
He's not. He's It also didn't help that we got him just before lockdown, so he got very used to being around humans all the time.
Yeah, well, I am wondering if that's just it. Like, she's just been a bit lonely today, because I haven't had as much. Because Addy was round this weekend, and we were out for a large chunk of Saturday, and then for a bit of Sunday as well. She just hasn't had much time with people as she normally does, and I was busy today trying to get everything done that I would normally do over the course of the entire weekend, so I wasn't giving her attention. I was around, but I was mostly ignoring her, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe that was it. And I always feel kind of bad when that's the case, 'cause like, she she wants the attention, and I would like to give it to her, but I'm also like, well, I've got to do all this other stuff as well. I can't just spend the entire time cuddling you.
Yeah, but she'd like that.
Yeah, she would.
That would be the ideal.
Yeah, we were a bit worried when my sister when my sister moved out, because that week that my sister moved out, my dad was in the office the entire week. I was starting my new job, and my mum was in the office. So, granted, my mum's normally in the office, but it just meant that she was going from having consistently there always being someone in, whether it be my dad or my sister, to having no one in for the vast majority of the day, and we were a little worried about how she was going to find it. I
I
think,
take it she was okay though.
yeah, I think she was all right. My mum was coming home a little earlier, because us being out meant that she was going to be eating later than she was used to, just because we there's always been we've always had someone able to, because normally she'd have her second meal at about 3. And for as long as we've had her, there's always been someone who was able to feed her around that time, because when my sister and I were in school, we got home around 1/4 past, so we could feed her around 3:15. Then after that, my work meant that I normally came home um, for my break around 3ish. So, and then there was lockdown, so um, she's always been able to eat at that time. So all of a sudden, not being able to eat then because we're all out, we thought that might make her quite uncomfortable. If that makes sense.
Yeah, though you could alter that slowly.
Yeah, we could.
If you
Probably
just
wouldn't be.
moved it sort of like 15 minutes at a time for a few days, and then another 15 minutes for a few days, you can shift the dog's
Well, yeah, that's the
clock
thing. We could.
relatively easily.
Yeah. So
I can't see this blue at all.
Well, there's blue here, so please don't put any water down.
What was that? Water here? Is that what you want? You want water right here? Yeah.
Back away.
You will kill me if you shoot me.
That is a you problem.
It's not. I will make it a you problem.
Unfortunately, I believe you.
I've still got to get Elkhorn back.
What did Elkhorn do?
Killed me.
I
Made me
assumed there
walk
was
all the way
more
back
to it
Dan's
than that.
place. I had to walk all the way back from Dan's place to.
Oh. This is why you need to set your spawn, especially when you're with other people, especially when you're on stream.
No, I think I'll just keep making it other people's problems.
Right, is there anywhere... It doesn't look
Right.
like there's anywhere else that needs white carpet. I think we've got all the white carpet in.
We need to decide what's going on with the middle bit of the letters.
Yeah, I think the tall line of the R could do to be black, because it's only 2 blocks wide currently. I think it could do to be 3.
Yeah, that one needs to be black.
Oh, I'm out of rockets
It
and I'm at the
needs to be
far side of the
between
map.
the R and the A needs a white one.
Yeah. That needs to be white. That needs to be white. That can be white.
Yeah, the one on the opposite side from the sign. That one that you... that one at the top that's white should be black.
Oh yeah, it should. Go and break that one.
On the top right hand side one should be black. And on the R, the whole line can be black. The whole top can be black.
Yeah, I'm not holding any black carpet, so I can't put that in.
Yeah, I think most of the ones on the R are black.
Go and pick up some black, and also a lot of blue.
I'll do the green first. Is it lime or is it?
It's lime, yeah. Black carpet. I'm holding some random yellow carpet. I don't need that. Why have you put the librarian's head in the yellow wool chest?
I didn't know I had.
Well, there's a librarian head in there, so I figure that was probably you.
It probably was, but I didn't know I'd done it.
I reckon you did.
Probably just it was in my inventory, so I probably just accidentally selected it when I was putting all the other colour in.
You're talking, but all I'm hearing are excuses.
They're reasons, not excuses, but you know, whatever. Lime, 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 lime. Lime, 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 lime.
J Price has caught the biggest fish this stream, but it's 21% smaller than the average. And Dan has caught the heaviest fish, but it's 39% lighter than the average.
What?
I don't know why it tells us that randomly.
Oh, that's weird.
Right, I'm just going to go and refresh the map. I can't pick up the map. My inventory's full of carpet. Take off!
You know what the last thing you have to do when you finish this map?
You're going to tell me?
Gotta clear the whole thing off.
No, I don't. I just have to leave my mess for someone else to clean up.
Okay, I'll just keep teleporting you back until you do that. That's fine.
This is extortion.
No, it's not.
Blackmail, then. It's something.
No, I don't think it's blackmail either. Blackmail, I think, is making someone give you something for not exposing information.
Oh, that wants to be light grey. Well, it's getting to be blue. You're not getting light grey. Light grey is not the result of mixing blue and green.
Not usually, no.
J Price didn't realise she was catching fish. Oh yeah, barboach is a fish. Barboach,
Baran.
you know barboach, I think.
Not by name. I might recognise its picture.
Yeah, you'd probably be more familiar with its evolved form, but it had the unfortunate distinction of being introduced as a type combination when one Pokemon already existed of that type combination, and also in that generation a starter had the same type combination and was supremely better because it was a water ground type.
I never really min-maxed Pokemon like that. I always just played the Pokemon that I liked.
Yeah, no, that's how a lot of people do it, but the thing is, even
I would
people.
obviously have a selection.
Yeah, well,
I
that's the
didn't go
thing.
like entirely water type or something stupid like that. But...
The vast majority of people, because it came out in Gen 3, and people who picked Mudkip as the starter then realised they didn't need another water type, so they wouldn't use Barboach, and it had 2 points against it because it was a water ground type, and so was Swampert. Water ground.
What was the fire starter in Gen 3?
Blaziken. Torchic Combusken Blaziken. It was the first firefighting starter.
I can't remember which one I took on Gen 3.
I've used 2 of them over the course of my time playing them, where the Gen 3 starters were available. I used Mudkip in the Gen 3 remakes, and when X and Y, the Gen 6 games, came out, there was an event for a Torchic with its hidden ability, which I got, so I've used Torchic, just not in the Gen 3 games.
It was Mudkip I took on on Gen 3.
That's not surprising. I believe it was the most popular starter.
Yeah, I quite often took the fire starter, but mind you, I also took Bulbasaur in Gen 1s.
You played Gen 1 on easy mode.
I played Gen 1 the first time I played Gen 1, so I couldn't convince my parents to buy me Pokemon first. So one of my friends was going away for the weekend and his mum banned him from taking his Game Boy. So he gave me his copy of Pokemon Blue and I could play it, but I wasn't allowed to save the game. So
Okay.
I literally had my Game Boy plugged into the wall and just literally for a weekend just laid on the couch and played Pokemon like end to end. Got all the way up to the final gym the first time I played it. But I couldn't save it, so once I'd got up to that point and I had to give it back on Monday, I had gone on about Pokemon so much that a few weeks later, for my birthday, I got Pokemon Red.
Well, that was very kind of your parents to finally give it to you, and also the fact that you got Pokemon Red was very good because then you could trade with your friend.
Yeah, well, because I have to admit I didn't think about it trading at the time, but it was because I'd already played Blue. I wanted to get the Red one.
That's fair enough. That's as good a reason as any.
Then my grandparents brought me Yellow back from the States when you couldn't buy
awesome.
it.
I don't think I'm ever
So
going to
again,
play
that was
Yellow.
a birthday present.
Yeah.
It wasn't just a purple. I need purple wool.
Apparently I do need to clear the map because Mythical wants to do one after we're finished with this. Don't worry, Mythical, I am going to clear the map, but I'm probably not going to do it on
hunt
stream.
you down and murderize you if you don't.
Yeah, Mythical, I will say it will probably be one evening during the week because I'm not going to subject everyone to having to watch me clear off the map. It doesn't exactly make for riveting content. Though granted, I think today is another episode of Covecast.
Yeah. Just a bit.
I regret nothing. And Dan's had to go because he's got a busy day tomorrow. No worries, Dan. Thank you for stopping by. Always lovely to see you. Always lovely to murderize you. I mean, what?
Rest well.
Really not feeling work tomorrow. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm fine with work tomorrow. I'm really enjoying the work. I'm not enjoying the apprenticeship. It's really frustrating because I
What
can't.
the like college-esque work side of it.
Yeah, but it's part really it's my own like mental block that's the problem because um I can't get myself to do any of the apprenticeship work when I'm actually at work when I'm supposed to because when I'm at work I feel like I should be doing the work like that I'm being paid to do, not the apprenticeship. Um
Mm.
and I can't just quickly hop between the two because then I won't actually take any part of the apprenticeship stuff in. Um so it's just kind of I really need to
Yeah, it
speak to my
sounds like
boss
you've got a
about
bit
it.
of a mental block going there because you're being paid like the whole point of the apprenticeship is you are being paid a lower amount to get the education
Yeah, I
as
need
well
to
as doing
speak
the
to my
work.
boss about it, but I don't really know how to discuss it with him.
Do
So
you have a mentor as well, or is it just your boss?
I have a mentor as well, but well, for starters, I had a call with her and my boss. We were all on a Teams call together last week, and she informed us that she was leaving in a couple of weeks.
Oh,
She's literally
that's
just
good.
started at the company, and she's already leaving. So helpful. Um, But really, it's my boss I need to speak to because the block is in regards to doing it at work. So
Yeah, no, I was just thinking from the point of view of turning around to your mentor and
yeah,
saying, yeah, what is the situation? What am I? So it's clear in your head. It might already be, I don't know. So it's
yeah,
clear exactly what you should be doing from what their point of view is. So when you talk to
yeah,
your boss, you've got a nice clear view of
yeah.
what the
That's true.
apprenticeship programs say.
That's a good point.
Um, that's me being a bit hyper analytical, probably, but
No, no, I appreciate it. The reason I discuss this kind of thing on streams is because it allows me to get other points of view on how I should tackle the situation. It's why I bring this stuff up. So
yeah, but certainly if part of the apprenticeship agreement is you have time during your
yeah,
work period to do the apprenticeship work, then your boss should be allowing for that time. Especially
yeah.
you're not the only apprentice, are you?
No, I'm not, and I think that's the thing though, because well, for one thing, the other apprentices with a different company it's a different company running the apprenticeship for him. So the expectations are slightly different, but also it it was briefly mentioned as he just tackled bits of it when he had time, and I'm just like, okay, I don't know what his situation was when he first started, what his jobs were, but I'm not currently in a position where if I've got free time, I can just do that. Um,
Yeah, you could do with being assigned like Tuesday AM you
yeah,
do
or
that
just
work or
or
something.
like Friday after lunch. Like I don't.
Yeah, the time doesn't matter. I just
Yeah,
mean a block of time.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like a block of time, just like because of the when I take lunch, I have 3.5 hours of work either side of my lunch break. So I could just take like take the first half hour after I get back from lunch just to wrap up any small bits, and then after that, I spend those final 3 hours of the day, for example, just working, and that's what my thought was. Like, just what day would be the most suitable to do that?
Yeah.
But I mean, tomorrow, I suspect I'm going to be busy tomorrow because I'm very annoyed with one of the companies we work for because they have not done their end of a job that needs doing. Tomorrow is the deadline for it, so I suspect I'm going to be very busy trying to get it all finished for them.
Yeah. So there was a company I used to do work for that was like that. Everything was done at the last minute. They were a very large car company that should have known better. And They literally would make every demand in the world that we do everything like perfectly on time, and then just wouldn't supply us what we needed to actually
Yeah,
do the work.
yeah. Well, it's frustrating because this company's based in Scotland, so it's not like because the vast majority of the companies we work with are local based because we're a team of 6, including myself. So it's not like we're a big company. Um, so the vast majority of companies we support are fairly local to us, but one of the companies that's local also has sister organisations in Northern Ireland and Scotland. So um, I'm supposed to be doing 2 laptop builds for their Scotland branch, but to do that, because the laptops in question are in their Glasgow office,
Uh,
funnily
so they've
enough,
got to
I can't
courier
go and
them.
pick those laptops up. Um,
Yeah.
so they're supposed to connect to our help desk so I can actually access them remotely. Um, and the IT tech who works in the office, who basically exists, so we don't have to worry about the on-site stuff. Uh, he told me he would connect up with the first laptop on Friday, and then the second laptop, which hasn't been received yet, he'd connect up tomorrow morning. He never connected up with the first laptop, so now I'm going to have to do both tomorrow morning, assuming he remembers to connect up at all.
That's good of them.
So fortunately, I mentioned it to my boss, and he took the position that it's entirely on them. Like I can't be held responsible for their inaction.
Well, no, if you don't have physical access to the materials, they can't
Yeah,
exactly. It's not like they can send you your company for um, if they don't supply what you need. They could try, but it won't work.
yeah. Well, I only mentioned it to my boss at the end of the week, just to say, look, this is the situation for this job. I want you to know that I have put. It's not like I haven't put the effort in. I actually made a point of speaking to this guy on the phone to make sure he was actually paying attention to the support ticket I was updating and the emails I was sending him, because I hadn't had any acknowledgement that he'd received either until I spoke to him on the
Well,
phone. So it's not like I just emailed him and left it at that and hoped he'd seen it. I had actually spoken to him, but
lack
yeah.
of acknowledgement was pretty much the sponsored theme of my day today.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I was supposed to have a very important meeting earlier today, and the person who calls themselves a head of marketing with the company I was talking to, it just doesn't reply to emails and things, and just failed to turn up for the meeting, and no explanation why, nothing. So I was a little bit miffed.
Yeah, I would be in that
I say a little
situation.
bit. I was very miffed.
Yeah, if you've arranged a meeting with someone, especially with someone that's senior, then you kind of expect them to actually show up.
Yeah,
Um,
well, it's the fifth, sixth time we've tried to have a meeting that
oh, so
like
this is a
it's
recurring problem
it's
with this person.
it's been going on for almost 2 months now.
Holy.
Like doesn't reply to emails, and then I have to get in touch with one of his colleagues, and eventually one of his colleagues will tell him off. Like I got in touch with literally his director,
Oh,
um, and he got told off for it because we're a client. Like we're not. This isn't me offering service to someone else. We are a client of this company.
okay, so yeah, they're
Um,
supposed to be providing decent service for
yeah.
you then.
And it's just like really winding me up the fact that this person's not not like doing their job even vaguely as far as I'm concerned. And we've paid these people for 2 months now to do absolutely f all.
I was about to say, is this making you reconsider your continued working with them? And if it is, are
Yes.
you going to tell
Oh,
them that?
we have Barbican. That was, flap flaps. We've got flap flaps.
I've just slept.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's
I've
the
got a
reason my
zombie.
face.
Where'd the zombie come from? Oh, the stone around the edge.
Uh,
Right. What have I missed? Mythical will clear it as well. Just don't want to do it if I'm not finished. I should be finished, but I will be surprised if I'm not finished by the end of this stream. Considering we're almost done.
Yeah, I don't know quite where you're up to, but it's looking on the
I'm
map
on
fairly
I'm on the
complete.
last blue section now.
About 2/3 of the way-ish on the purple, I think.
Yeah, if you're still doing
Well,
the
can't
purple when
tell
I
where the
finish the
purple
blue,
finished.
I'll swap colours and come over and finish it off with you. And then Picky Peck appeared, and no one caught it. Picky Peck is the regional bird from the Generation 7 games, so it really is regional bird central today.
I don't actually know how you do what you do once you've got a set of Pokemon. I haven't actually done anything yet.
There is a way to battle them, but I don't exactly know how it works. So I haven't had a chance to actually play with it as a viewer. I'm waiting for Elkhorn to stream so I can actually use it. So that'll be next weekend. But I might not even be at home for Elkhorn's when Elkhorn's live because um, his first weekend stream is Saturday, which is the coronation. So there's a village fair that I'm probably going to go to. And then Sunday, if it's Odd Job Sunday, I'll be on the stream.
Yeah. Yeah, my village is decorated with a load of naff bunting and things. I am not a royalist. I'm sure people can figure that out fairly easily.
No, I'm not
And
particularly a royalist, but any
I
excuse to
just
have a
find the whole
party.
thing. Yeah, I just find the whole thing a little bit disgusting, given what the state of the UK at the moment. Just
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's just it feels a bit a bit poor taste, a bit
yeah.
tone deaf to the whole. Um, it's funny because I
By
haven't
the way,
actually
did you see
heard
the
much
thing
about.
that they're calling on everyone to, for the first time, to swear allegiance to?
Yes, I did hear about that. No, I will not be doing that.
Like, okay.
I will happily swear to the king.
It's like all the economic things going on in the world, and all the news are talking about is the Stone of Destiny coming down from Scotland. Like
The what?
Stone of Destiny, the Scone of Scoon or something like that. It's the old stone that I think it was the kings of Scotland or the lords or something used to be um, crowned on, and the British monarchy stole it for several years, and it eventually got back to Scotland. But it's got to come down for Charles to go under his throne while he gets crowned.
Sorry. Can I just confirm? Did you just imply that the British stole something? That's
Wasn't it
never
written as
happened before.
it was well known. There was a really interesting story about the group of I think they were teenagers that actually stole it back.
Okay. They want Australians to swear as well. Now, I get that he's the king of Australia as well, but trying to get the Australians to swear loyalty to something strikes me as
Well, the
a
Australians will swear, but it might not be the right sort of
Yeah,
swear.
yeah, they'll
I
definitely
don't know.
swear. They'll
Is there
swear to the
much
king, or more accurately, they'll swear at the king.
as a native of Australia, Mythical? How is sentiment towards the monarchy over there? Like, I know how I feel it should be going, but most of mine's coloured by other Commonwealth countries like Canada.
Yeah. I think part of the issue is just the fact that whether even some people who were rather anti-royalist still had a reasonable level of respect for Elizabeth just because she'd been in the job for so long, and Charles is of course already a not a divisive character because of the whole Diana situation.
Yeah.
So
No, I didn't like the monarchy, but I didn't see a
yeah,
massive like issue with Liz. But
yeah,
yeah, first name basis, obviously.
of course.
Um,
Just don't call her Lilibet. Um,
Some people get really into it.
Jay
Most
Price,
definitely, yeah.
apparently they haven't sworn to a king since 1776. No, you have not. And, I mean, gestures to everything happening in the US.
Yeah,
Because it's so much better across the pond!
I was going to say, I wouldn't hold those off as the shining beacon there, to be fair.
No, but
There's
I
some things
needed
to
to
do
do
better,
that
but...
for the joke of it's no better over here. Some people get really into, but most just don't really care.
Yeah.
It seems like mild indifference, which I didn't realise the Australians were capable of mild indifference. I thought it was super passionate for, or um, I can't actually
I
say
think
what the other option is
it's...
because this is
I
a
think
family-friendly stream.
if monarchy in Australia is like monarchy in places like Canada, it doesn't have the impact that it does here. That you don't see as much as the pomp and circumstance, and you don't see the like as much of the you don't get as much as the monarchists infighting and stuff as you do over here.
I just assumed that's because they lived here.
Well, yeah, basically, and the fact they've been here for a lot longer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
you know
suppose.
our monarchy is admittedly not technically the same family, but you know it's ancient for all intents and purposes.
Yeah, I
So.
think they can trace their genealogy back to William the
Oh,
Conqueror,
they're linked.
but
Don't get me wrong, they're
yeah,
linked, but it's not. Um, it's not by true direct descent in the way
no,
that they like to portray it to be.
no. They're direct descendants from um, George First, but they
Yeah.
can't claim direct descent beyond that. Then again, the vast majority of the royal houses of Europe are direct descent from George First.
Yeah. Well, they changed the name because it wasn't a great look when they were at war with the Germans, and we had a German
It reminds me of
named
that
monarch.
Blackadder sketch. I'm as British as Queen Victoria. So your father's German, you're half German, and you married a German.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, well, it wasn't a great look. Yeah, we're at war with the Germans. So, it's like, you know, at the time, because you had Russia, who still had the royal family. Like the Russians, the Germans, and the English, they were just cousins. They were all the same family.
Yeah, apparently Tsar Nicholas and George Number looked remarkably similar.
I've never looked at them, but yeah,
Which
it
is
doesn't surprise me.
very impressive when you consider that they were actually related because the Tsar's wife was the cousin, the blood relative.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, it's
Do you in your village? Do you have this silly thing where people go around and do like knitted cozies for the top of letterboxes and things?
I haven't ever seen one in my village, but I don't. There's two. There's two traditional looking letterboxes. You know, the like proper like pillars, and then one that's the actual like box shape. Um, and I don't live anywhere near the pillar looking ones, so I no idea if anyone's put a
Oh.
cozy on them. And they're the ones that normally get the little cozies.
Yeah, we've got pillars all over the place. All of the ones in our local area are the pillars.
Yeah. No, we've got two pillars, and I want to say just the one, but it might be two of the like the rectangular ones, the smaller ones.
Yeah, the just small red box.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I walked past two before when I went to the shop, and the one at my end of the village is a carriage with a king stepping out and waving, and the one at the far end of the village is like the entire royal family standing around a throne. And I'm just like, the amount of time someone spent on that, and it's just like
I'm
vaguely queasy to me that people are that into it.
I'm more surprised that your area of the country never struck me as particularly royalist.
Well, I live in a kind of weird place because I live on the Wirral, which means I literally can see Liverpool, and Liverpool's not royalist as a rule. There are plenty of royalists over there, but as a rule, they're not. But like, I also live like my postcode is a Cheshire postcode, which is um, sort of Cheshire is very well to do, and
Yeah,
like we live in an area where like a lot of the football players from the big teams settle
yeah,
and have big houses and stuff like that. So like we're literally sandwiched between industrial north town and well-to-do. I have special words I use for some of them, but well-to-do people that think their opinions matter more than everyone else. So as a
yeah.
result, in my area, you tend to get a very broad mix. You'll get people who are like staunchly into it at the same time as getting people who just happily see the world burn. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird place.
Hmm.
The Wirral. Okay. Are you doing the black bits, yeah?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make this N look a little better.
Well, don't. Oh, it's okay.
Just looks a bit wonky.
Not difficult to tell. Let me turn the.
Let's try that.
No.
Uh,
Yeah. That bottom corner as well could do with. That's it. Yeah, that looks a little bit better.
yeah. Okay, right. Let's go and update the one that's.
There's one in the corner of the A that needs replacing as well. There's an empty
Oh
spot.
yeah. It's annoying because the red boxes are like full blocks, but the blue is just
Just flat, yeah.
yeah.
Volbeat.
That one should be one you know. That's
We
a Gen
just the
3 one.
king if we get it out. I feel like there's a word missing from that
I
sentence.
think it's we just
We
like the
just the
king.
king. Oh, okay. Um, need to get some food out to my ender chest.
I need to get off the map so I can see it without my player icon. No, that's a rocket. Hmm. What do we think?
Wow, your stream is behind for me.
Where are you at?
Yeah. If I look over at the stream, you're still hovering over the map, looking down at it, when your
Oh.
player's standing on it.
Hmm. Do those
It's fine
ends
to
look
me.
different?
They do because you've straightened this end.
Uh.
This end did look like the other one, and then you straightened it, so
Oh,
now
did
they
it?
look different.
Uh.
I don't think anyone will notice once it's up on the thing. It's only because
Yeah.
you're looking at it in myopic detail.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I think the end looks because that other end is next to a letter that has 2 diagonals. Nice try, whoever did that. Nice try. But it's been
What did they do? It
daytime for a
hasn't come up in
while.
chat.
Pardon? That was
What
mythical.
did they do? Because it hasn't come up in chat.
No, it was mythical doing the creeper noise. It's come up on the stream icon, but yeah, it didn't come up in chat. But yeah, because it's got a letter with 2 diagonals next to it, it fits. But the other N is next to 2 letters that are entirely straight lines. So, because it's between an E and a T, so I think it needs that slightly thicker look. If that makes sense. Did that make sense?
Kind of, yeah. Well, you could put an extra line of black on the inside of the line if you wanted.
J Price is saying the R's look good, but the N's do look different. But again, like as you said, I don't know how much of that is
That's
just because we're
because
staring at it.
Well, yeah, you're looking at it might have to do. This is it's a step back. So step back to behind this red box and look at it. That's where how you're supposed to view it. You're like the chances are
Yeah,
you're not going to be sitting here staring at it like that, are you?
yeah. It is still a little noticeable, but again, I'm aware of it now, so
Yeah.
I think I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna lock it. I'll still have the schematics, so I can always make changes at a later date.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think, Mythical.
There we go.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Chuck that map in. Chuck the glass panes back in.
Is there a place for it yet?
That's what I'm about to go and sort out. I'm gonna go quickly run over to the Pride Lands with the maps, and see if we can find a suitable place.
Whoop, whoop,
There
whoop.
we go. Right then. Have I got my stuff? Yes, I do. Yes, let's redo all 3 of them. No, if I decide to redo them, it will very much be off stream. I'm not going to subject everyone to it on stream again. That would not be fair to people. I'm out of food.
You're out of food, or you just don't have any hands?
I don't have any in my hopper. I've got plenty in my ender chest. Whoa, I nearly flew straight through a lava pillar.
I have no idea where we're going, so
Well, I'm going to
hoping to follow you, but
treetops.
you're flying very erratically, so...
It's the nether, of course I'm flying erratically. I don't actually need to come up here. I can use one of the portals that I've set up for the zombie, the zombie
Yeah.
farm. Wrong way. Trying to remember how to navigate my own base.
Into your portal's interesting.
Oh, have you got caught on the cocoa bean?
Yeah, I think so. I got caught on something. Which level do I need to go down to?
Very
The bottom
bottom.
one?
It was the best way to hide the command block without interfering with anything else.
I remember doing it, I just can't remember where it was.
Oh, hold on, what's that? There is a shulker box here. I'm on the last stack of golden apples.
What's in it?
I've just broken the block next to the block it's on just to make sure there isn't an observer underneath it.
Oops, we wouldn't do that. Let's get your name on it.
Yes, I can see that. Oh! Pork chops! Thank you, Mythical.
Hey.
Knocked my mouse. Right. So if I... if I get off the train... Yeah, that sign's alright. It's a bit far away from the nearest door, but that's just the way the train's positioned currently. And yes, I'm aware that the platform is
Well,
nowhere near long enough for the entire train. It was never going to be.
you could put one up top or something if you want to run it. Admittedly, you built that on the double rather than the single, which is evil, but
What? Oh, right. Yeah. Well, my original plan was for an actual building, which I wanted to have multiple doors for, and I ended up building this thing. So, because I couldn't find a way to make the building look good. I might still change it.
good.
Might still change it for a building. I'm not sure yet. You don't have many railway stations with ticket stands that look like this. Coffee stands, sure.
Now, the one at my local train station is a little building, a bit like a size is probably about right. And then you walk in here, and there's a little coffee stand there, and about here there's a barrier with a little man sitting in a cabinet, and you go and ask him for your tickets.
Yeah. See,
That's just my local train station.
yeah. See, my one. I was trying to use, I wanted to use mine as inspiration, but I can't because there isn't. The color palette of my local train station, the closest thing that I have to a local train station, which is admittedly only 15 minutes away, but still, um,
Mine's
is
so
would
close I
require
can
a
hear the train
sandstone
leaving the
color palette.
station from my room.
Yeah, it would require like a
Mine's red
sandstone.
brick.
Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering, like actual bricks and like granite and
Yeah,
things. I did wonder about that, but I don't think the scale would really work.
but I'm in the northern train building, like is fairly brick typical
Well,
anyway. So
yeah.
I don't know if it's the same down south, but it is up here.
Well, that like yellowish sort of color is um quite common in my area at least. I don't know if it's common in other parts of the south, but in like the train stations around me, that's fairly common.
Well, our rail service, which is called Merseyrail, their colour is actually yellow, but that's just like the signage. Like the actual stations aren't painted anything to do with that. They're just like red brick construction.
Um, where's my...
How much of that pork do you have left, Mythical? Or are you AFKing for it still?
Then where are my expensive resources? Redstone, iron nuggets. Hello, cat. Hang on, doesn't that mean I can't use the bed?
Yep.
You've done that on purpose, haven't you?
Yep.
2, 3. I can't craft 3 compasses because I don't have enough iron ingots.
What's the compass do?
It's to craft a blank map
Oh. Oh, you're
because,
making some more ones. Some
yeah,
more
as Mythical has
pieces.
kindly pointed out, it would probably not be a bad idea for me to have some copies in Ender chest storage.
Yeah, Lewas made that mistake, and I had to use some uh, server magic to bring them back after he finished, that massive one that he did, the big 9 maps.
Oh, the totem poster,
Yeah.
yeah. Right, that can go in there. I don't have space in there.
Yeah, add 2 hours.
Thank you. It's going in my tools box because my tools is also like precious stuff, so. Now, considering that of all the shulker boxes, the tools one is actually the only one I've ever actually lost, I'm not sure if that's completely safe.
I use redstone boxes fairly frequently, though I've actually found several of my lost redstone boxes in one of the netherite sites. I went and met Mythical at one, and there was 2 of my redstone boxes there.
Somehow this doesn't surprise me. Right. Um. No trust, no mythical on this server. Trust is a dangerous thing. Um. I have an iron farm. How don't I have iron? No, I have plenty of iron. I just didn't have it in ingot form. Right. I am wondering. Why did I dump the fish? Do you have a copious amount of raw fish
Not on me.
at your tree base?
I've got most of a shulker there,
That would be more than sufficient.
but I got it from the Subnautica themed thingy. What's it in the ocean?
Oh no, that's absolutely fine. It doesn't matter about the source. The only reason I'm asking is for breeding cats.
Oh, I see. So you can come over and breed
Yeah,
cats.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
thinking,
that's fine.
can we just quickly do that now, unless you need to get off?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, we can quickly do that now.
Yes, Mythical, I'm aware
Uh,
I'm at 2 hours. Thank you very much for letting me know.
What's the
I'm going to
quickest
snooze
way
the
to get to
ads,
my place?
and
Probably Nether.
yeah, I'm just going to... I want to quickly do this, and then I will wrap up. I don't actually know who's live.
Hunter.
Thank you. Well, that's...
Tadpole.
Like, I've just opened my list, and it's really useless because I can only see 2 names, and one of them is Tango. So,
Black Clad, Mankey,
I've got quite a few
Calendar,
people.
Taylor, Moose Ref.
Could someone please confirm how long these people have been going for? I don't actually know where your nether
Did I
portal
lose?
is.
It's inside the house. Didn't you follow me?
Oh no, I remember. I just, for a moment, I
I flew.
blanked because I forget that the nether is my perception of it is flipped compared to the overworld because of the positioning of portals and things.
Where's the fish? Where's the fish? Here it is. I have the fish. Let's go to Cat Cave.
Yeah, your base is not exactly easy to navigate.
That's fine. You should see my new place. Should come over and navigate that at some point.
Where's your new place? I didn't realise you built another base.
In the end.
Oh yeah, I haven't been out there yet. I need to take a look at all that.
The Orca.
Did you just say Mallorca?
The Orca.
the Orca.
I can see why you thought I said. There you go.
Right, thank you. Right, I need you. Right, what cats do I need? I need an all black, a ragdoll, a red, a Siamese, a tabby, and a white.
Right, well, there's a white here, and there's a white there. Do you want me to pick the 2 whites up?
Yes, please.
There's 1 white, and there's another white.
Okay, can you move closer together, please, cats? Thank you.
There you go.
That didn't...
The kitten's mine.
Ah. Okay, that could be a problem then.
How did Storm do it?
I'm not sure.
Storm used my cats. I don't understand how. Maybe she brought one of her cats and bred one of hers with one of mine.
Possibly.
Do you have a cat?
Not on me.
Well, follow me and we'll have a quick look if there's a cat downstairs, because there's a decent chance there is.
Oh, we don't have jump boost here. There we go. I'm over.
Welcome to my basement.
Yeah, I was actually here yesterday. But I wasn't sure where the best place to look for cats was.
Well, the iron farm is over this way, so around the iron farm is usually the best place. Let's see if there's any on the... I'm not seeing any on the map.
That's glow squid drops. That's me. No, I'm not seeing any. Those are bats. That's you.
That over there, that's my cat.
Considering that you have a reputation for constantly being surrounded by cats, I'm impressed there are none here.
Except when I want one.
Mm,
You'd think, but every time I want a cat, I can't find a cat. And then I won't want a cat and there'll be 14.
Pax, what breeds of
Every time.
cat do we have by the Pride Lands?
Oh,
Because something's just occurred to me. One of those cats is mine.
is it?
Yeah, because I killed one and then I tamed the replacement.
Okay, well, there you go. You got one. You can bring that over.
Yeah. Just gonna snooze the ads again.
I'd say Storm definitely did it. So, like, if you
Yeah.
can't use two of my cats, Storm must have brought one of hers.
Well,
But
that's
it's going
my.
to depend on, like, it's going to take ages to do it because
Yeah, it's a
you'll have to
50.
wait for the cat to grow up or it to be breedable again.
Yeah.
So you might not want to wait and do it right now.
Yeah, well, I just want to try it and see if I can get it to work. Just because flying from village, I was flying from village to village, which, granted, I was doing it in the middle of a different stream, so that was part of what was bugging me about it. Because it was pulling me away from everything else that was going on. You want to
Yeah,
maze,
just saw
maze,
what
call
Mythical
mini
said.
packs and just say make a base.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah, it's not inaccurate in the slightest. Everyone ready for psychedelic tunnel?
I'm personally quite fond of psychedelic tunnel.
Right. Right. Let's see if I can find my cat. Which one of you is mine?
The one over by the railway is definitely mine because I
Yeah,
just stood it up.
it's
So
Wily Cat, which is sitting down. Stand up. Come on, cat. Come with me. I can shut the door because it'll teleport to me.
just walk away and it'll
Yeah.
teleport.
My concern is getting it back to treetops. No, treetops back to your base, which is in fairness in a tree.
Um, yeah,
Are you in the overworld or the nether?
I'm
Oh
in the
wait,
overworld.
it's tamed. It won't despawn.
No.
Come on. Tamed cats aren't lured by fish, are they?
No, it'll follow you though.
Yeah, I'm just digging back into the Pride Rock in the hopes it'll follow and go through the portal. Right, I think it went through. Or not. It definitely hasn't died because I'd have got the death message.
Maybe it just wandered out of your sight. Maybe it's on the
Yeah.
other side.
Oh yeah, I found it. Oi, cat, come back.
You got a lead? You
Yeah, I've
lead
just
cats?
pulled.
I don't know.
I think so. I've just pulled a lead out. There we go. Come on, cat. So how do you get a villager to the top of the world? With immense difficulty, Mythical.
Yeah, it's fairly easy if you build a bubble column.
Oh yeah. Try a boat. Oh yeah, leads exist. Stay price.
Yeah, boats are a problem because you can't transport passenger entities annoyingly.
What do you mean?
Well, technically, when you've got a cat in a boat, you have a boat is the entity with a passenger cat, and if you put that into into a portal, it won't go anywhere until you break the boat. So you've got to like
Okay.
push it into the portal and then break the boat, because any entity that's got a passenger can't be teleported through portals for some reason.
Okay, so like you can't ride a horse through a portal.
Yeah. Until you get off, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you'll teleport.
Which I didn't realise until just now. Piglins were angry for a second there, and I thought, is my helmet broken? But it's fine, so I'm not entirely sure what they're angry at.
They're fighting one of the pigs.
Ah.
They fight the hoglins.
Come on, cat. Right. No, that way. You know what? Sit. It's actually going to be easier to push you in the sitting position through the portal. Oh, I don't know if my mic's picking that up, but there are sirens going past.
I didn't hear anything.
No, I think the microphone is more. I found the microphone to be more sensitive for what's it called? Um, Streamlabs than it is for
You don't need to lead it now. Just stand it up and come over to the cat cave.
yeah.
You're not going out of rendered range.
I was more
You're
concerned
going the wrong
about
way.
it going back through the portal.
Hey, Wily Cat. You used to be one of these. Oh no, you didn't. You were the replacement, weren't you?
Yeah.
The original Wily Cat used to be part of this pack.
I can turn my hitboxes off now. Right, can you stand one of the white cats up, please?
Is that your kitten or my kitten?
Mine!
Right. So that works. You just got the wrong half.
Yes. But now I know it works, and that's what matters.
Yeah. So you just need to come here with Wily Cat, leave Wily Cat here, and come back and just.
Yeah,
Can you do it when they're sitting?
No, they have to be
You can't
standing.
test it now, can you?
No, they have to be standing.
I tell you what.
Tamed mobs don't breed when
Have you got any blocks on you? I haven't got any blocks left.
I've got 20 stone.
Okay, well, just lob me some. Just make sure you block yourself up afterwards. Tell me
Yeah.
which ones you want me to stand up, and I'll log out here so they don't go anywhere.
Okay. Thank you. No, Elkhorn, it's so I can get the last achievement I need. Because I got two birds, one arrow earlier. So if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think I am, that is the only achievement left for me. Tame all cat variants. And I only need about half of them. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. The completionist in me is very happy. But that's going to be all for tonight. I've had a great time. Thank you for joining me, Minipax. Thank you for your help. And thank you for being an excellent conversation partner. It's far easier to keep talking when there's someone to talk to. No, that's bad phrasing. When there's someone to verbally respond to you. I've got plenty of people to talk to. I know you know what I mean, but I know everyone in chat will take it out of context. Right. Yeah, thank you all for coming. Thank you for being wonderful. You can find myself and Minipax at the Finite In Discord that we share with the lovely Elcorn, who's in chat, with the brand new and shiny Oaks Lab channel, which is for all things Pokemon. Please check that out because I need other people who enjoy Pokemon as much as me. which is a worryingly large amount. I haven't done anything in there yet, but I will be doing shortly over this course of this week, I think. And also, if you are subscribed to me, keep an eye on the Hunter Subs channel. There will be something coming up in there shortly as well. Shortly means this week at some point, just so we all understand each other. Um, you can also find me at Hunter555 on Twitter and Hunter555 on YouTube for going live notifications or VODs, respectively. Um, that is going to be all from me today. I should be back on Friday with more Pokemon. I am going to be sending you on a raid now, so that raid message will always be hashtag Hunter Raid Howling at the Moon. I'm not 100% certain who I'm going to be raiding. Um, do we know how long certain people like? I'm looking at Tadpole for a raid. Do we know how long Tadpole's been going for?
I don't think Tadpole's been on that long, but if you give me a moment, I can tell you. 28 minutes Tadpole's
I
been going.
think I can safely raid Tadpole then. So it'll be Tadpole Milk for the raid. Um, as always, be wonderful, be awesome, be friendly, and be kind. But until then, it is goodbye from Mini Packs
Bye!
and goodbye from me. Goodbye.